Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Welcome to SBRforum.com. In this video, we're taking a look at Game 5 between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New York Rangers. Now, so far this series has played out pretty much as we predicted. We were off on game number 1 when the Rangers came out like they were shot out of a cannon and the Penguins were half asleep in the first period. But ever since that period, we've had this game pretty much, we've had the series and games pretty much bang on. Of course, the Pens coming through for us in the last couple of games, cashing in as a small road favorite. So it has been a profitable series for us. And really, we're just going on the historical trends in this matchup. And now, as you take a look back, I think we started the series. Pens had won something like 10 of the last 13 meetings. I looked at some trends before doing this video, and I think the Pens have now won something like 14 of the last 20. Or if you'd like, 13 of the last 17 as well. I mean, all sorts of stats. The bottom line is that the Pens have owned the Rangers for a while now, and these sort of iterations of each team, really, when they match up, it really benefits the Penguins. Now, really, the reason for that is this. The Pens can play the New York Rangers style of hockey, that being conservative, low scoring. Take a look at how these games have played out throughout the first 4 games in this series. If you told the Rangers that we'd have, 3 unders and all very tight, low-scoring games going into the third period, I think they'd be pretty happy. That's how they beat the Flyers. This is how this Rangers team wins. 1 goal, sort of scratch-it-out types of games. However, against Pittsburgh, the Pens have no problem matching them on that level. For whatever reason, Marc-Andre Fleury and the Pens defense can match the Rangers' defensive goaltending, and of course the Rangers just don't have the offense to keep up. You start taking a look at the trends in this actual series. It's really not looking good right now for the Rangers. The Pens' best weapons, Crosby, Malkin, looking great. Dan Bosma put them on the same line, and those guys have paid dividends in the last couple games. Malkin had a great game in game number 4. You take a look at the Rangers. Henrik Lundqvist really crapped the bed in game number 4. Not sure where his head was at, but the first goal to Evgeny Malkin should have stopped that. Jussi Jokinen from a weird angle. I mean, a lot of those goals were shots that Lundqvist normally stops, so he knows he needs to play better. But again, the Rangers are just not doing enough from an offensive perspective, and they're doing what they normally do, trying to have Lundqvist save them. And while he kept them in the games, games 1, 2, and 3, eventually he's bound to have some breakdowns as he did in game 4. Beyond Lundqvist, the Rangers D is just, they're struggling right now. They're struggling moving the puck out of their own zone. They're giving away the puck a lot in the neutral zone. That's creating a lot of turnovers. That the Rangers can really shift the momentum in that neutral zone and get some charges into the Rangers zone. We saw that multiple times in Game 3, Game 4 again. Ryan McDonagh in particular, this is probably one of the better defensemen in the NHL, but right now he does not look right. We saw him get beat on the Chris Kunitz goal. It's not looking good for the Rangers right now. And beyond all of that, their offense is just not there. Power play is now, over the last 36 attempts? I mean, come on. And then you got the offense that, in 5-on-5 hockey, they can't really do much anyways. They've scored 2 goals in the last 3 games. And even when, as I've been saying in the last few videos, when you take out that first period in Game 1 when the Rangers were playing well and the Penguins were half asleep, just really unexpected of that Rangers performance by the Pens in that first period, the Rangers have done nothing. That means, you take a look back, they've now scored 2 goals in the last 3 games and 2 periods. It's 3 games and 3 periods. Sorry, 3 goals. They scored the 1 in overtime. So period 2 and 3 of game 1 scored no goals. No goals in games 2 or 3, and 2 goals in game number 4. This offense is horrendous right now. I don't know what's happened to Rick Nash. They have no source of goals right now, and their best line offensively is might even be their 4th line actually. They created some good scoring chances in game number 4. Bottom line is, it's not looking good for the Rangers right now. I think they're going to be desperate in Game 5. I don't think they're going to win. However, let's take a look at the odds now. Obviously, I like the Pens to win. I think a lot of the things that I've been saying supports a Pens victory, but the odds are too high for my taste, laying -170, -180. Rangers are actually a pretty good road team, fourth best road team in the NHL this year, and obviously won Game 1 on the road. I don't think they win, but I'm not going to lay the juice either. It's too much for the Penguins. Not going to lay the puck line. A lot of these games have been close. What I am going to do is bet the under. I think Henrik Lundqvist has a bounce-back game. The Rangers' defense has a bounce-back game. And we get back to these low-scoring type matchups that we saw in games 1, 2, and 3. Not that game 4 was high-scoring, but that was the first over. And I don't think we get another one in game number 5. Lundqvist leads the way. Rangers play some shutdown defense, try to drag the Pens into a 1-0 type of a game. Maybe we get some overtime. Bottom line is I see the Pens winning in a 1-0, 2-1 type of a game, probably in overtime. Thanks for watching this video right here on SBRforum.com. We'll catch up with you again very soon.